So as most of you know by now, it is going to be an incredibly busy time for the Division franchise in the month of December. We have Survive Fest, which began yesterday, December 9th. It goes into the 15th, and it's taken us back to the first game playing some survival, which a lot of you out there, including myself, absolutely love. In addition to that, we also have a new winter event starting next Tuesday, December 16th. Obviously, I will be covering that here at the channel. However, between now and then, we also have a triple XP event in conjunction with the Golden Bullet Global event. It is one of the best times to farm in the game. Therefore, today, my friends, I'm going to take a few moments, go over some of the event details you may or may not know, including how the reward system works, and as always, answer some of the questions you've sent the channel. Alright, my fellow agents, welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and for the record, I have been receiving your messages for probably 6 months, if not more, asking me to put that introduction back into the videos, and I'm not going to do it for every video, but I promise moving forward you will see this on a more regular basis. Now with that being said, if you already know how these events work, Golden Bullet and the Triple XP event, you do not need to waste your time watching this video. You already know everything I'm about to say. Now, as far as the Triple XP event is concerned, it's pretty damn simple. You're going to get Triple XP for everything you do in the game, and for the record, this is for regular XP for your Shade Watch. This is not for Season XP. There is a difference. So for those of you out there who are trying to get to Shade Level 1000, this is one of those times in the game you want to be farming as much as you possibly can. And as I said a moment ago, this is taking place during one of the most popular global events we have in the game, Golden Bullet, which means every single Shade level you gain when the event is active, you're going to earn a star, which is the currency you're going to use at the global event vendor. Now, as you will see on screen in a moment, once the event is activated, there is a clear indication on the screen itself. And to be clear, you have the option of turning this thing on or off anytime you want, but please remember that if the event is not turned on, you will not earn any stars regardless of how many challenges you complete or shade levels that you gain. Now, it's also very important to mention that you cannot have the global modifier turned on when the global event is running. They are two separate things. You cannot have both going at the same time. In my opinion, like I said a second ago, right now, look, with this event going on with Triple XP, you are just absolutely decimating enemies left and right. It is so much damn fun. And in full transparency, I kind of need a break from my companion because he just doesn't stop talking, and that's something the game has addressed. They're going to be working on it soon. But with that being said, at this point, I want to go over some of my favorite farming methods in the game when it comes to XP, earning stars, all that good stuff. So first of all, let's do a quick recap on how Golden Bullet works. Thankfully, it is very simple. When you're running around the open world, you're doing a mission or even playing Retaliation, you will notice certain NPCs and they have a golden bullet forming over their head. Now, it's very important to mention that you can have multiple NPCs forming that golden bullet at the same time, so make sure you keep your head on a swivel. And when you see an enemy doing that, they need to become your hyper focus. You want to take them out because when you do, you will then obtain that golden bullet, and when you have it, you're going to get extra damage, extra rate of fire, instant reload, and when you kill an NPC while you have the golden bullet active, it's going to refresh that golden bullet. So ideally, look, you're just keeping your foot to the floor with the trigger. You are just shredding everything left and right. And finally, for those of you that may not know, the game will automatically turn this event off if you step foot into Countdown or the Dark Zone, which means once you return back to, the open world, mission, whatever it is, you need to once again turn it back on because otherwise you're going to be running around not earning any stars. Now, to be very clear, when you play Countdown, if you go into the Dark Zone, you will still get that triple XP, but you're not going to be earning any stars in addition to that. So, now that you have that information, let's talk about the actual XP farms. Now, to give you a baseline of the type of XP you can earn and the amount of time that you can actually earn it. You can see on screen I'm doing a public execution on challenging difficulty with 3 directives, just to give you that baseline, and I do get a little sidetracked right here because there was a named enemy, but when it comes to these public executions, typically you can clear one in maybe 30 to 45 seconds, and you'll see here in a moment, for that amount of time, I'm going to earn well over 1 million XP, and the reason I say that is because I'm getting just under 1 million for completing this activity, but when you take out NPCs, you're getting that triple XP as well. You need to make sure you add that to the amount. Hope this part helped you out, my friends, and as always, questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. Last but not least today, my friends, I want to remind you of two things really quick. First of all, always remember that the higher the difficulty you play on and the more directives you have active is going to equate to more XP. So keep that in mind anytime you're farming. And always remember to check your weekly projects because you can earn a ton of XP in a matter of seconds. Right here, I'll do my weekly shade requisition. You just got to donate a bunch of stuff and I'm getting 2.1 million XP for my time, which again is incredibly efficient. The goal here is to stack those stars as quickly as possible, and the main reason we're doing this is because, as I mentioned earlier, this is the currency you're going to use at the global event vendor, which we're going to really quick. We're just going to go over here, and you can buy any different cash you want. Now, in my opinion, you know, you'll see at the very bottom, you can buy exotic caches, right? Those cost 20 stars. I think there are more efficient ways to farm for exotics, but again, it's totally up to you. For me, I'm going to get crafting caches. I'm going to be getting name caches. There happen to be a few things that I'm looking for. And when it comes to the name caches, remember those can have DZ exclusives in there as well. So a lot of you out there may want to focus on that. On that note, I'm going to start to wrap this up and leave you with some gameplay footage and a few final thoughts. As always, I want to take a moment and thank you all for your incredible continued support. Please let me know of any other questions you have I did not address. Thank you once again for the privilege of your time, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone. Good morning, my fellow agents. I hope everyone is having a great day so far, wherever you are in the world. So first of all, I have been receiving messages from some of you out there in my previous videos asking me what the code is for the Gaming Brigade arm patch, which is now in the game. I will leave that in the video description. That way you can have the code, claim it, all that good stuff. All the information you will need will be in the description down below. As far as farming this event is concerned for me, you know, I like to farm a few different things. Typically, if I'm just focusing on XP, I'm going to hit up those public executions. Like I said in the video, you can clear them really damn quick. And if you want to try to farm the same one over and over, you can reset your control points. Ideally, one will spawn in the same location. You can rinse and repeat as many times in a row as you like. I also love to farm different control points where I know the timing of the NPC because I can clear those in about 2 minutes. If that, you're getting a ton of XP, a ton of loot as well because you face named enemies when you do this on heroic. What else? I know a lot of players out there, you'll focus on priority objectives, you'll focus on PvP, but remember, as I said previously, if you want the golden bullet active, you need to be doing things in the open world or a mission because when you go into PvP, when you go into countdown, the game will automatically turn it off, so you'll still get that triple XP. And again, if you're just trying to get to shade level 1000, you know, in my opinion, that's kind of what you want to focus on right now. So it's all about trying to earn that XP incredibly fast. That is going to do it for this video, my fellow agents. Again, thank you so much for your incredible support. Just to be, you know, included in this collaboration event in the game is completely surreal. It's humbling. I have you to thank for it. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you once again for everything, and I will see you in the next one.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles. Supply room access unlocked.